You didn't see this in years past. Tommy Doman to kick off. And here we go. And Indiana will bring it out to the 25-yard line as our lineups are presented by Wayfair. That brings us to Curtis Rourke. Missed a game with a thumb injury back last week, and you see the numbers. Sensational. Second only to Dylan Gabriel, who we saw a week ago in completion percentage, and he's even with him with 19 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions.
Different type of quarterback, though. Dylan completed and hurt this Michigan defense out of system, out of the pocket. This guy likes to throw right there where he's at.
You see, they've scored 31 or more every game, averaging over 46. First down, Hoosiers to start the game. Quick throw, quick slant, quick 6-yard pickup to Miles Price. As we take a look at the rest of the lineups in front of Curtis Rourke. The offensive line anchored by Mike Kadick. He's been around a long time. The center, 5th-year player. Lawton and Ellison will share the tailback spot. Gary talked about the receivers and the tight end. And it's Ellison in the backfield here on the opening drive. Justice Ellison going to be close to a first down. Josiah Stewart made the stop for the Michigan defense. A defense that looks like this. Up front, we talk all the time about Grant and Graham. Gary showed you in the open. Those two. Jason Barham has really been coming on as a linebacker and an extra rush man. Jair Hill missed last week's game. He's back. He and Hall on the corners. And still no Will Johnson out with an injury.
Yeah, having him back with no Will Johnson is a help for this Michigan defense, though.
They're only about 2 yards from the first down. They get the first down. As you saw, their third down conversion, one of the best around. At 51% of Justice Ellison, the transfer from Wake Forest.
I did wonder whether Wink Martindale, against this kind of spread option offense that IU runs, would they be coming with the blitz? And they have so far.
And that Rourke throws it over the intended receiver and just threw it out of bounds.
They're so good in the spread option, throwing the ball, the RPOs. You wondered if Wink, that's his MO, come after the quarterback and force it out of his hands as quick as possible. So far, that's what he's doing. He's challenged those DBs to cover man-to-man.
And you saw they were going with tempo on that first down. Tempo works if you pick up good yardage. They don't pick up anything on the incompletion. Now Tyson Lawton in the backfield. And it'll be a draw play to Lawton. And he gets about 4 or 5. It's going to bring up third down again. Jason Barham, the guy just talked about, made the stop.
Michigan, I think that's going to be the theme. They rushed and they attacked with an inside run blitz with a linebacker. 5 men coming early. They're going to try to blow up this offense early, and that's where that veteran quarterback really helps you. Curtis Rourke has seen this his whole career. Not going to surprise him with this type of attacking defense.
Been 10 years since the third down defense was as bad as it was last week against Oregon. Third down at 5. Rourke, quick throw. It's batted in the air and incomplete.
Did it again. Bring 5 men. 4-man rush. They bring an extra one. I think Kenneth Grant was the guy that got in on that play, the most pressure inside. He's right here. Let's see if he puts the most pressure.
He got the hand on it.
Yeah, got it on it. Yes, he did. Didn't get in deep, but he got his hand on it.
Kenneth Grant, all 340 pounds of him, got that paw in the way, and it forces a punt coming up from James Evans. Tyler Morris waiting on the other end. Morris calls for the fair catch and backpedals to take it around the 13-yard line. So Indiana got 1 first down out of that and then forced a punt. Our lineups presented by Wayfair going the other way. Starts with Davis Warren. I thought he was a definite plus a week ago despite the loss to Oregon, 38-17. He looked pretty good. And the offense that joins Davis is the offensive line. Backs and receivers. Kalel Mullings started the season hot. He has leveled off. They need him today Even though Donovan Edwards is going to start the game, those two will rotate. Both tight ends in there. Colston Loveland and Marlon Klein both split to the left side. That's where he's going with the ball. And it's Loveland, and it's a first down on the first throw. Pickup of 12.
Last week, Colston Loveland had 9 targets. He's got more receiving yards than the whole receiving crew combined.
That's amazing.
It's hard not to throw it to him, though, I'll say that.
50th catch. Last week, 7 for 112. As Gary said, the rest of the receiving corps doesn't match his numbers alone. So 1 snap, 1 first down for the Wolverines. Now Bredesen gets out in the slot on the right side. Colston's that way. And Donovan Edwards in the backfield. Warren gets hit as he throws, but he got it complete. Loveland again. And he's close to another first down. About a foot shy.
So you wonder, and we asked the IU defensive coordinator, Brian Haynes, how are you going to treat Loveland? I mean, more than about half the time, he does not line up next to the tackle. He lines up as a wide receiver. He said, when he lines up wide, we'll treat him as a wide receiver. I don't blame him.
Yep. Well, they treated him to 9 yards before they brought him down. 2nd and a yard. From just outside the 35 on the Wolverines' opening drive. Donovan Edwards. Going to be really close. And it was Mikhail Kamara in on the stop.
Yeah, one of those James Madison transfers that Coach Ignetti brought with him. Kamara, these guys up front, they move. They're not stationary targets. See the stunt? They're going to do that all game. They talk about disguising secondaries. They disguise the front. What you look at is not what you're going to get after the snap. That's
Brian Haynes, defensive coordinator's MO. Donovan Edwards, a little stutter step in the hole. Closed quickly with the defense of Michigan stopping him after a pickup of about 3. And the defensive front, we talk about Mikhail Kamara leading the Big Ten in sacks and tackles for loss. The linebacking corps, those guys are both transfers, as many of the starters on this defense are. And Amir Farrell, with 4 interceptions, leads the secondary for the Hoosiers.
Giovanni Aladi is down. Number 58 is down for Michigan, starting right guard.
And they don't want any offensive line troubles. They've already had enough.
Blocked by Gio right here. He's got his guy. Then he gets pushed back, catches his leg in the pile. That's poor offensive lineman. That seems to happen more than you could ever believe. I think you've a pretty good bet that you couldn't name the 3 guys at the beginning of the year that are still alive with IU. You got Army, you got BYU, and Oregon.
That's it. 2nd and 7. Davis Warren sets up plenty of time, throws down the middle.
Did he get it up high enough?
And caught by Frederick Moore. He says he caught it.
Yeah, great square in, wide open this time. Got a crossing route by Tyler Morris. And just again, did he trap it? Did he get his hands under it? Looks like he did.
And a pin right against the upper part of his 3.
Yeah.
And a pickup of 16.
Sometimes I like when those receivers use that third hand, their chest, to catch those balls. Get a little fancy just trying to snatch it. Just give me the first down.
So good looking opening drive right now from Michigan. Started this at their own 13-yard line. They worked it to the 45 of the Hoosiers. Warren on the move. And he's going to get what he can get out of bounds, which is about a yard. And that's it. That Miami win, Miami loss to Georgia Tech. You can probably see that on CBS Sports HQ right now. That's your free 24/7 snapshot of all the sports that matter to you. You can catch highlights, in-depth analysis, and breaking news anywhere you are. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. We catch Gary with the HQ team after the game. And we have a penalty on the play. It looks like it's holding defense.
It was. Might have been the reason there was nobody to look for, and that Davis had to get out of the pocket. Once he scrambled, all the receivers were on the left side of the field. I think it was D'Angelo Pons, number 5, that grabs just enough against Kendrick Bell.
So first down by penalty for the Wolverines, who run off one tight end.
I think Michigan's going to have to take a timeout here. Their formation, they had 12 men on the field. They got a bit confused.
One too many tight ends out there. Timeout, Wolverines. 8:53 remaining in the first quarter. No score, but the Wolverines on their opening drive.
Yeah, I like the mix, though, don't you? So far, 6 plays, 3 runs, 3 passes. They've used and established their go-to guy, Loveland, from the outside. They know that they have to score.
One upset today. Michigan would like to pull one off here. They've won 27 of the last 28 games between these two teams. Indiana winning in the COVID year of 2020. And right now, Michigan, their opening drive has taken them into Indiana territory.
And as you mentioned that Kalel Mullins has not been much lately. Oregon, 8 carries for 16 yards. The game before, Michigan State, 13 for 18. That's 21 carries for 34 yards. Their leading carrier on the team.
That's maybe why Donovan Edwards is carrying the bread here on this opening drive. But it looks like Kalel's warming up, trying to get ready to come out to help the cause. First down at the 34. And it is Edwards. Maybe 2.
That's good defense by that IU defense that time.
Let's check in with Jenny.
Yeah, just an update on right guard Gio El-Hadi. He got rolled up on the lower leg. He just spent about 5 minutes in the injury tent, got on the back, onto the bike, just came back out of the injury tent. I'm told he is questionable. Dominique Jadis is his backup, guys.
All right, he's readjusting his knee braces out there on the sideline, just as Jenny reports that.
Indiana with 3 linebackers on the field. They usually play 5 DBs. They only have 4 out there.
Davis Warren running the wrong way, has to throw this away. That almost looked like he wanted to fake an end around, but the guy coming on the end around wasn't there.
It really was good defense. They were trying to slip the ball to Colston Loveland. He got covered on a quick play. Watch Colston come out, covered, nowhere to go with the ball, has someone in his face. I think it's Carpenter that time, and he had nowhere to go but to just toss it away.
So now 3rd down and 8.
I think the changeup by IU to go with a heavy front is what confused the Michigan play call. They thought they'd get DBs. They got linebackers.
Michigan was only 4 out of 12 last week on their 3rd down conversions. They've got one here, 3rd and 8. Maybe a corner blitz coming, sneaking up. Here it comes. Warren lets it fly. Got it.
Nice timing. Just too much space out there.
Peyton O'Leary with the catch in the 1st down.
Peyton O'Leary only had 1 target last week, but he made it count for a touchdown.
Exactly.
D'Angelo Ponce, just too much space.
Right.
They might not have great receivers, or great receivers, let's say, but that's too easy.
Too easy right in front of our AT&T pylon for the 1st down.
We'll have to say that the Michigan sucks, too, might have filtered its way back to Ann Arbor.
I'm sure. 1st down at the 22. Samaj Morgan in motion. Warren backpedals, fires near side. Did he get it? Great attempt by Tyler Morris, if he got it.
I think they say he did. I tell you what, Peyton O'Leary thinks he caught it. Beautiful throw into the seam. Does he get those toes down? Yeah, the left one's down. NFL-ish. He got both of them down.
Great job by Tyler Morris.
And does he survive? Yes, he did.
And he had a touchdown catch last week.
They might look at the surviving the catch. Remember from a week ago.
Is on the further review.
You have to get your feet down, and if you fall, you have to survive.
There's the toes. Still looks like a survival to me. I'm not trying to plug one of our shows.
That's what I was thinking. I thought he did too. He has it cradled, got his arm underneath it. That's an easy one.
Yep. Gene's with us. Gene, I think you're going to agree.
I like coming in on these every once in a while, Ness. I don't mind having one that's an easy one, and I think Gary was right as well. I think it's a good catch on Sunday. Great job by the receiver getting them both down.
Gene, we're loosening you up, giving you a little hitch throw to the outside.
That's right.
You know, build your confidence. You know, build that confidence.
Wait until we have a really bad one later.
After review, the ruling on the field of the completed pass is confirmed. It's 1st down, Michigan.
So Peyton O'Leary goes deep on the play right here, okay, and that's what really opens it. He comes from behind it in the slot. You know where the sail route is going to go. They call it a sail corner. Get a bit of a flood with the running back, a little bit of a trip, and what a catch.
And a first and goal. Michigan's moved it right down the field. The 11th play of the drive coming up at the IU 6-yard line. Donovan Edwards into the middle of the pile, which is still moving, by the way. It's going to be stopped around the 4, maybe the 3.
This will be interesting now if they bring in Alex Orji onto the field here.
Well, they did periodically last week against Oregon.
They do. When you watched the tape last week, he really had a touchdown run that he cut it back too early. Let's see if they run that power counter that was open a week ago.
So the entire backfield's different. It's Alex Orji and Kalel Mullings. Benjamin Hall, excuse me, in with Orji. From the 4. High snap. Hall. A yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, now what do you do? I mean, Orji made a good catch on the snap. Now you bring in a quarterback and said, thanks for getting a rest. We're going to bring you in on 3rd down and we want you to throw. Well, this is interesting because Greg Griffin has to come off. His helmet came off. Jadis is the backup center. He's moved over to guard. What's going to happen here?
Indiana's only trailed for 18 minutes this season. That was all against Michigan State before they came back and scored 47 unanswered.
Raheem Anderson is playing center.
Blitz is coming. Davis Warren right in his face, lost the ball because of the blitz. Covered by Michigan. I think.
Maybe.
It's not that the player got to him, but it was so quick into Davis Warren's face that I think he just lost the ball.
I think it slipped out of his hand, didn't it? He saw it. He's trying to get rid of it, but does it just slip out? Yeah, it did.
So a great-looking drive.
Yeah, Terry Jones was kind of coming off the edge to put pressure on him, but that wasn't it. And now it makes it a long field goal, almost 39 yards.
It'll be 39. Zvada will try to put Michigan on the board first, and he does from 39 yards away.
Yeah, but that IU defense bowed their neck down at the goal line. They brought in extra men on 2nd down against Orji, and they stopped that drive.
Time this season, Miami fell behind by double digits in the 2nd half. Cam Ward, potential Heisman moment if he could lead him back. Instead, he fumbles on the sack, and Georgia Tech beats the Canes 28-23. SMU, the only team perfect in ACC play now. Cam Ward already with Miami records for touchdowns in the season. Dylan Gabriel, 2 touchdowns away from the most in a career, facing Maryland tonight. Guys?
All right, Zook, thanks. Here, a 66-yard drive in 14 plays. Michigan had to settle for the field goal to lead 3-0.
I will say this, that might open a seat up at that Heisman presentation, and Curtis Rourke putting 3 more wins together, I think he'd be there.
And Curtis Rourke will bring his offense out to the 25-yard line. Right now, it's time to do Project Smarter, presented by the Home Depot. You want to do something smart? Be an assistant under Nick Saban. It seems to work out for most people, and Chris Tegnetti was 07 to 10 as a receivers coach and recruiting coordinator, and had guys like that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that was the main guy. That was the one that turned that recruiting mecca down in Tuscaloosa, and that guy was in charge of it.
Now here he is with a perfect 9-0 team.
Doing it differently here, though.
Yep. Lawton in the backfield. They fake it to him, and the throws to the outside complete. And fighting for yardage and getting about 7 is Keyshawn Williams. Let's get more on Coach Cignetti with Jenny.
Well, I reached out to Nick Saban, and he said he's not surprised at all to see Cignetti's success. He said a large reason for it, he's not only a great coach, but one who does things the right way. As you just saw, Cignetti was on Saban's first coaching staff in Bama in 2007. Saban believes that the experience together of building that program from the ground up was incredibly valuable, guys.
Well, he's had a circuitous route to become a Power 4 football head coach, but he's won all the places he's been, and He's been winning here to the tune of 9-0, and Tyson Lawton, one of the guys that transferred in here to play for him with a first down run.
Watch the aggressive play again by Michigan. They're going to blitz, a run blitz, but it gets picked off, this time by Tyler Stevens. Stevens is in the game, another JMU transfer, because Drew Evans got hurt, what was it, Tuesday or Thursday?
Yep.
Blocking the sled. The first change in the offensive line all year for the Hoosiers.
They've been one of the few FBS teams that hadn't had a different starting offensive line, and now they got things working. Keyshawn Williams again.
Same routine. Everybody's doing this. It's hard to print, no matter how good you are on that defensive line. Modern day football has been designed for teams that don't have equal talent to get that ball out fast and stress you on the outside. That's exactly what they're doing on this drive.
Keyshawn got 9 yards. Another guy that came from Wake Forest, like Justice Ellison. Second down in the yard at the 46 of the Wolverines. York loads, fires, complete, I think. Looked like it's Keyshawn Williams again. And he got a foot down.
Cannot throw a ball or read a coverage any better than this. And then Keyshawn gets his foot down. Look where that's placed. That's good coverage. You can't do much better than that. Wesley Walker on the play. Tip your hat. If you're going to play zone against this guy, he just picks you out.
26-yard pickup to the 20. When they get to the red zone, they are pretty effective. 51 of 54 when they get to this spot, looking for more. Justice Ellison behind a blocker. He's got it first and goal at the 9.
Well, Jair DeHill right there was the last guy. Could have stopped this. Really nice call by Mike Shanahan right here, the offensive coordinator for IU. Feels that this Michigan defense is going to come after him. What does he do? Give him a little bit of a screen.
Ellison comes out. Lawton goes in. Those two have alternated all season long. And Lawton direct snap. Heading to the left side. Got it to about the 7. Nice job by Grant to close in and make a stop.
There's 2 NFL future players playing defensive tackle for Michigan. And right there, Kenneth Grant, it's a good thing he was, because he ran across that block inside out, runs it down. Watch him run it down, run right through the block, keep his legs going and make the play.
That's a big time play. He covered some ground there.
You know, Kenneth Grant has already played more plays this year than he did in 15 games last year for Michigan.
Second and goal at the 7. Rourke going right the whole way. Got it. Touchdown. Omar Cooper.
One-on-one. A good pitch and catch beats good coverage. Zeke Berry's got a man-to-man. Watch Omar Cooper. Patient, patient, patient. Back shoulder. Can't stop it.
Perfect throw. Nicholas Radicic in for the point after. Up and good. Radicic's extra point puts Indiana back in front. Keyshawn Williams had a couple of big catches on that drive, including that one. Good for 26 yards. That got him closer. And then they capped it 75 yards in 7 plays. 20th touchdown pass for Curtis Rourke, and it's 7-3 IU.
Special delivery.
6 Kansas at Arrowhead Stadium. This is the Jayhawks' Devin Neal finding his way into the end zone. He's also become Kansas all-time leading rusher today. 14-7 Jayhawks right now. Big 12's getting messy, guys.
Sure is. Without a doubt here, it's 7-3 Indiana. After a long drive, Keyshawn Williams 3 catches for 42 yards on that drive. And Curtis Rourke was perfect, Garrett. 5 for 5 for 60 in the touchdown.
Oh, and you're a 73% passer on the season. You can put together drives like that. And it was smartly called, too. They knew exactly what they were doing, getting the perimeter of that Michigan defense.
This kick is short and going to be fair catch at the 11-yard line. Well, tomorrow we've got a huge NFL on CBS doubleheader. In the early window, it's an outstanding matchup. In our nation's capital, the Steelers and the Commanders get together. Then an NFC East rivalry renewed. The Eagles fly to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Now that's a CBS Sports Sunday. It all starts at noon Eastern. JB and the guys on the NFL Today right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Greg Crippen back in the football game. That is good news for Michigan.
Donovan Edwards, the tailback in the shotgun behind Davis Warren, joined by Bredesen. Usually where he goes, the running back goes, or the play goes. Not this time. Unless they throw it to him, and it's swatted down in Warren's face. And it's Makau Kamara showing the effect he can have coming off that edge.
13 transfers from James Madison. Kirk Cignetti brought. 10 of them are starting this game. That's one of them right there. Athletic edge rusher, usually plays to the field to the wide side, and look at him react. And James Madison must have had a pretty good team last year.
I'd say they were, yeah.
10 starters in this game from James Madison just a year ago.
Brought 13, and 10 of them start. Donovan Edwards, and he got about 3. And the stop made by Aiden Fisher, another one of those guys that transferred. 31 incoming transfers into the portal. Only Colorado and Louisville had more. As I mentioned and Gary mentioned, 13 from James Madison, where they just kept winning ball games. In fact, Coach Cignetti last year was undefeated at this point too at 9-0. And here he is, a brand new team, still 9-0. 3rd down and 7, Wolverines.
Brought 6.
Loveland was in motion. Warren's trying to get it over there to him, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Sean Asbury.
5-man front, and they blitz the linebacker. You can see Davis Warren is going to backpedal. He can feel the pressure. There's 5. Watch, one more will join him. Yep, they're coming after him and got pressure right up the gut.
And it was Kamara that planted him, and at the end of the play almost picked off in front of Loveland by Asbury.
Yeah, and you're a DB, you can feel that rush. You're squatting on those throws.
Tommy Dolan to punt. Miles Price will camp under it and take it at the 16. Price, nice return, tiptoes down the sideline with a nifty return on the punt. And got a man down for Michigan. On the punt coverage team. Can't quite tell who it is. Looks like Charles. C.J. Charleston, the guy that's down right now. One of their wide receivers on special teams. And C.J. in a lot of pain right now, holding on to one of the trainers.
Price did a good job of staying in bounds. I thought he would step out twice. Nope.
Still nope.
Yep, right there.
Finally, ran out of room.
Yeah, there's the injury right there.
Charleston right there.
Yeah, he got grabbed, went off balance, and that's how he got tweaked on the play. And they're bringing out the cart. Not good news. When you get grabbed like that, you lose your center of balance. That's how you get hurt.
CJ in a lot of pain with the cart coming out. We hate to see that. C.J. Charleston being put on the cart, the whole receiver room, if you will.
Yep.
All the other wide receivers coming out to have a good word, and hopefully the word will not be as bad as it looks when you bring out the cart.
Yeah, CJ was the gunner, and he went inside to avoid that block, and as he was trying to turn up, got off balance, and that's when the injury occurred.
And now a round of applause from the 53,000 here. CJ's heading to the locker room. His day is over. Hopefully not his season, but could be the case as well. Meanwhile, back to the action on the field. Indiana with the nice punt return. Good field position at their own 35-yard line.
In fact, Mike Shanahan did it about what we expected. What would you do, Ness? If you got 55 and 78, 2 NFL tackles, where would you go? I'd go wide. That's what they did.
Stay out of the middle.
Exactly. On the last drive, they only had one play between the tackles, and Curtis Rourke picked them apart on the outside.
Nice on Lawton behind Rourke. They'll give it off to him. And he actually goes where we said they shouldn't, but he got about 4.
Yeah, this is the last drive. They had one really key play, taking it up, well blocked. They got in the blitz that time. You know, an effective play, and then it was all hit them where they ain't, to the outside. Beautiful call at the end with the screen and then the fade pass for the touchdown.
And the quarter will come to a close. Indiana actually trailed a little bit in that quarter, something that hasn't happened very often this year, but they've got the lead at the end of one here at home, 7-3.
Do we really need another?
The Home Depot Big Ten on CBS heads into quarter number 2 at Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana. The Hoosiers leading 7-3. And out there on offense, trying to put together another good-looking drive, as was their first one. 2nd down and 6. From their own 39 as they shift the tight end over to the left side. Lawton in the backfield with Rourke. He's looking that way on a wheel route. Got it to him. Nice job. Jimmy Rolder made the stop. Jenny, moments ago with Coach Signetti.
Coach, how were you able to open up that offense in that second series?
Guys making plays, winning one-on-one matchups. You know, Curtis delivering the ball, having protection. Wide receivers making good catches, good downfield blocking in the run game, and winning the one-on-one matchup in red areas. So we need to punch this one in, get this crowd going nuts, and get on a roll.
Let's see if they do. They're down in a yard. And
Nice run.
the first down. Nice second effort there by Lawton. Ellison, beg your pardon.
Yeah, right there, Justice Ellison. He told us yesterday, we met with him, that he was actually offered a scholarship by Coach Signetti at JMU as a wide receiver.
Right.
And they give it to him on 3rd and 1.
And he said, my mom wanted me to go there. His hometown's only about an hour from JMU's campus.
Ended up going to Wake Forest and transferring in.
And he got the first down there at the 46-yard line. You gotta love Kurt. We gotta punch this in and get the crowd going nuts. Well, they've been nuts over this offense this year because of those numbers. And out near midfield goes Ellison.
Yeah, significant ability to run the ball by this IU offense. At 30 yards rushing, you know, in the first quarter-ish of this football game. The last 3 games, you know, offenses have run the ball against this Michigan team. Illinois, 187 yards. Michigan State, 163. And Oregon, 176. So people have been having success running the ball.
Michigan hasn't so far today. -5 for them. 2nd down and 6. Just shaded on the IU side of the 50. Rourke comes up firing. Nice catch by Omar Cooper. Going to be short of the first down, but a nice grab.
We talked about those 2 inside guys, and they have to take on the blocks, double teams every play. There's a double team. Oh, nice switch off to the linebacker there.
Another quick throw with some tempo and a first down and more for Miles Price.
Remember, that was a play, the last play we showed with Graham. That was an RPO. The offensive line was blocking run. Curtis reaches out and throws it, and then they tempo it out again as Michigan looks confused, running guys all over the field.
So the Hoosiers with the first down.
That's where I think really that Michigan misses Will Johnson so much. He could take one guy away, you know, really changes his defense.
at the 36 of Michigan. Rourke straight drop this time. Gonna go long. Airs it. Got a man there. Got it. Elijah Surratt. Touchdown. 36 yards.
Catches Zeke Berry playing corner. A slot safety covering a wide receiver. But watch the patience right here. He just doesn't run deep. Watch the fake right there. And they got him. Patience, well coached, doing what the coach tells you. It was Jair Hill, excuse me, out there, number 20. I thought it was 10, but it was Hill.
Radicic in for the point after. Up and good.
Either way, a great route, again, beats coverage, and this time had just enough time, even though Mason Graham almost got him. Ball's gone.
Caps a 65-yard drive for the touchdown. Foreigner playing a little, it feels like the first time, because these guys have never been 10-0.
Some days you can feel like a spectator in your own life.
You're up for an all-new NCIS Origins right after NCIS. See you CBS Monday and streaming on Paramount Plus. Gary, the scoring drives, Curtis Rourke in the first one, 5 for 5, 60 yards and a touchdown. That drive, 4 for 4, 55 yards and a touchdown.
It's fun when you can play like that, isn't it? Got that one batted down in that first drive, it'd even be better. That's that.
Well, he got the crowd fired up.
Yep.
Needed the crowd to get crazy. They're crazy now. It's 14-3.
I get the feeling if they don't fire up, he's going to take the mic and fire him up.
Derek McCormick to kick off. Jordan Marshall on the return. And Marshall had a little crease that closed around the 23-yard line. Well, we talked about 5 undefeateds coming into the day. They're down to 4. Oregon Ducks are 9-0. They play later on. Indiana 9-0 for the first time, trying to go to 10-0. The Cougars of BYU 8-0. And for the first time since 1996, Army 8-0. We'll see them later on this year against Navy. Miami Hurricanes were 9-0, upset by Georgia Tech in the flats today, 28-23 in Atlanta. Benjamin Hall's going to be the tailback again here. High snap, he gets the carry and broke a couple tackles, got about 5 yards.
Does make you question, right?
Yeah.
Mullins. Yeah. I mean, he's had 2 rough games. You know, sometimes coaching staffs do not tell you everything about injured players. I mean, Michigan has not been able to run the ball against this #1 rated rush defense of IU.
I will say Sharon Moore talking with us this week said Ben Hall's going to get some more carries. And he did have 58 yards on 9 carries last year in this game. And he's going to get another one right here. Got 2. Checking with Jenny.
Michigan wide receiver C.J. Charleston was carted off the field with 18 seconds left in that first quarter. The trainers took off his right shoe in the tunnel, got him into a wheelchair, brought him into the x-ray room. That's where he still remains, guys. He is out for this game, but I'll let you know if I get any more information.
All right, Jenny, thanks. Michigan 1 for 3 on 3rd downs, and Orgy's going to come in on a 3rd down and 3. That normally means run, but we'll see. And now Michigan's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they were in an unbalanced line. I don't know if they had the look or the formation. Obviously, they did not have the one they wanted.
That's their 2nd timeout here in the first half.
Yeah, this drive's awful important, though. I think a timeout was called for. They need a haul on the ball on this one. Make a 1st down.
When you have
Big10.org/Abbott.
Well, no surprise here. They might have thought that Michigan was trying to catch IU's defense by surprise, bringing Orgy out, but after the timeout, they go with the same look.
So Davis Warren on the sideline. Alex Orgy at the controls on a 3rd down and a long 2. Orgy Got the first down. And then some. Almost got face masked in the middle of all that.
Yeah, that was basically the power off tackle that Alex had an opportunity last week against Oregon, that he cut it inside. They run it again, follow right behind Josh Preeve, and just gut it out. And they basically say that Orji's their strongest runner.
Yep. And again, almost a face mask in the middle of the pile, but he got the first down. Davis Warren comes back in.
They had to have that one. They might have gone for it on fourth if they didn't.
Samaj Morgan in motion. Wolverines from their own 36. Warren, that one has hit. Trying to get it to Morgan. Somebody tipped that on the way.
Samaj Morgan is getting a bit frustrated. You know, he's returned to the sideline. He only had one target a week ago. He's a playmaker. I guess that one, you're right, it was tipped. He turns around, and C.J. West got his fingers on it, and that's the reason Morgan couldn't catch it.
The longest reception this season for Michigan, 36 yards.
Crazy.
The last IU drive, 36 yards just on one series. Davis Warren, deep drop, throw. That one a little bit high. It was intended for Colston Loveland, incomplete.
So it got a little messy over there because the IU defender jammed the outside receiver. Michigan was going to try to clear out and open up the field. But that time, inside, you got a jam receiver down here. Watch the jam, and that's what crowds it up. Nowhere to go, and then the quarterback gets a little nervous. You see that jersey out there, too much of a crowd.
Third down and 10. Warren pointing at the safety, thinking there might be a blitz coming.
This has been the trouble spot over here for Michigan in pass protection.
They back out of that, but the rush is good anyway. And Warren got away. Going to be a late throw down the middle.
Oh,
Incomplete.
man, he had him wide open. He got out of the pocket smartly. He knew he couldn't run. Let's see if they get it.
Ineligible player downfield.
Yeah.
Offense, number 58. That penalty's declined. The goal for play. It's fourth down.
Just that it feels like the smarter team making all the right decisions here is IU. You know, they had an opportunity, able to plant his feet, and then quite can't get it on target.
Got a little late pressure from Terry Jones, but still, that was a very completable pass.
Yes, it was.
Tommy Domino come in to punt. Miles Price camps under this one. At about the 18, broke a tackle, a second good return. He got pelted out of bounds after maybe a 7-yard return. Had a nifty one the last time he fielded it. And so the Hoosier offense back on the field when we come back with a 14-3 lead here in Bloomington. Straight completions for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns, Gary.
Watch the well-disciplined receivers give Curtis an opportunity to throw the ball. Coach Signetti says, do what we teach you, fundamentals, and that's what they're doing. The stutter and go, the squat, makes it easy on the quarterback when your receivers run the route the way they're taught.
Look at those dots and numbers and checks. 10 out of 12, 122 yards, and 2 scores so far. Go to the ground game for just a bit. Tyson Lawton and a pickup of a couple. Guy that had a bad thumb a couple weeks ago, looking pretty good, Jenny.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks ago when he hurt that right thumb. He underwent surgery on October 21st. It was bloody and pretty disgusting. So last week, he actually wore a personalized glove. It was a receiver's glove that they cut for extra grip for the thumb with a splint inside. As you can see, he's not wearing that custom glove today. Now, earlier this week, Curtis told me that he was at a medium pain level, doing much better today, guys.
Yeah, he's almost perfect so far. Here comes a late blitz. Rourke waits and throws a strike on the run. Omar Cooper to the 30-yard line. Zeke Berry saved a touchdown.
You've got to pick up the blitz and watch the running back pick up the blitz on the play. If you're going to throw down the middle, you've got to have your running back help you. Bang! That gives you the pocket to throw that square in. You blitz, you block it, you've got yards and wide open space, and he put it right there again. Nobody better thrown in the middle of the field in college football than Curtis Rourke.
41-yard pickup, 41 to the 31, and a first down. Fake the toss, sweep, pressure finally, and down he goes. Ball is out, but covered by Indiana. And it was Cameron Brandt who came around the corner, and Curtis didn't feel him coming or couldn't get rid of it in time.
Yeah, you always think it's going to be Stewart, Graham, Grant, but this time was Cameron Brandt coming from the outside. Beats Trey Wedding on that play. Transfer from Wisconsin that came along with offensive line coach Bob Bosted, one of the coaches that Kurt Cignetti kept.
Yes.
And is really, I think, important to this football team.
The Hoosiers came in having allowed only 7 sacks on the year. The first one today, and they were right. Oh,
what a catch.
Wow. Number 6 and number 6.
Holy cow.
Justice Ellison held on to it, but he took a wicked hit.
Yeah. Hillman, is that who it is?
Brandon Hillman.
Yep.
And he's feeling the effects of it now.
He comes from the deep secondary this time. The safety's out of the picture barely. And watch it.
Only the 9th catch of the year by Ellison, and boy, he felt it.
Yep. How about holding on to that one? On that one, he survived more than the ground.
Okay, absolutely. And I think we're going to see a lot more of Tyson Lawton from this point on, unless Justice can shake it off. Luckily, he didn't have to go far. It's on his sideline where he makes the catch.
Good form, clean tackle, too. Didn't lead with his head, led with his shoulder. Good football, and an amazing job holding on to that ball.
Right in the sternum, and then there was the double bump with the head hitting the turf. And he is going to head to the locker room. Or is he going to the tent? He's going to the tent. He was heading to the locker room in the tent instead. They had to whistle at him just to get him to turn around. So I think he belongs in the tent, at least for a couple plays. That was a big hit. And again, his helmet hit the turf at the end of it.
Right. Interesting call here, 3rd and long. It'd be a 51-yard field goal about from here. Let's see how this is called. Hard not to trust your quarterback the way he plays, right?
No doubt with those numbers. 3rd and 12. Couldn't quite tuck that one in there. Zeke Berry with a nice play.
Yeah, Zeke, finally, we got you right. I thought it was you before, but this time Zeke, heavy pressure on the throw, but delivered well and great defense. Interesting spot on the field. They might feel it's a little too far to go for the field goal. They might just go for it.
Well, their longest field goal by Radicic is 37 yards this year.
How about that throw that time by Rourke? It was kind of a bail-in throw on the same time.
So going on 4th and 12. Maybe because they always want their pedal to the metal. Maybe because they didn't think their field goal kicker could hit one from there. And the play clock winding down. And now they're going to talk about it. Timeout IU. Back in 30 seconds with 7 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the half.
It all. Buick, exceptional by design.
17 on 4th down conversions this year. They're going to go for a long one here.
Interesting, only one starter on the defensive line in the game. Kenneth Grant. All the rest are backups.
3 wideouts to the right now. One comes back in motion for Curtis Rourke. 4-man rush. Rourke loads, fires middle, incomplete, and Michigan will take over on downs. That was intended for Elijah Surratt.
Well, that's confidence from this Michigan defense, and Wink Martindale with his 2nd unit in there to rush the passer. IU has only given up 7 sacks all year, and 8th just happened on this drive. Had them, but just a little bit overthrown.
So a little over 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Wolverines get it back on offense. One of the rare misses by Rourke today, throwing the football. Kalel Mullings is in the lineup. We've been wondering if we were going to see him. He's out there right now, number 20, with Davis Warren at the quarterback spot in the shotgun. Loveland in motion. Warren
hit the umpire.
And the umpire dropped it.
Yep.
Incomplete.
Trying to get it to Marlon Klein on this short crossing route.
You got to use your hands on these.
Yeah.
You just can't back up like that, and it lets you hit in the stomach. It was Klein, the intended receiver, but
it looked like the umpire was going to try to catch it, didn't he, right there?
Well, that's the thing you normally would.
Instinct, right?
Yeah, Tim Gover's going, I could have caught that easily. Anyway, it's 2nd down and 10. Bredesen in motion will set up in the backfield. Mullings got about 5 out of that.
Well, that's what we're used to seeing from Khalil Mullins. Falling forward, running with power, trusting the gap. Remember, for the last couple of years, Michigan basically have played bully ball against everybody they played. They just don't look like they can do it.
Justice Ellison did indeed head to the locker room where he was going before they turned him around and brought him into the tent. And now the crowd getting into it here on 3rd down and 5 again for Michigan. They'll bring 5. Warren got it complete. Out to Tyler Morris. He's got a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this Michigan team is using their whole team. That time, Michigan did not have Colston Loveland on the field. Big 3rd and 5. They get a matchup inside. Let's see it. Yes, good fake. You got to get your receivers to be patient like that. Don't just stem out and make it a hard throw. Just one step inside, and that's what eases it up for the quarterback.
And now Warren goes out. Alex Orji comes in. Empty backfield for Orji. This time on a 1st down at the Indiana 48. Fakes it to Mullins.
Oh, man.
And the ball is out, and Indiana's got it. And it's Kamara with the fumble recovery.
They were ready for that play. 2 linebackers standing right in the hole. Ness was up here shaking his head before the play, like, what are you doing bringing this guy in? Watch this Indiana defense. Stunting right in. I think there's Aiden Fisher. I don't even know if he punch it out. He brought his hands, but I don't know if it was Fisher.
Jones was there, too.
Yes. But they were ready for this play. Let's put it that way.
Terry Jones is going to get credit for the forced fumble.
Man.
Jones, another guy as a transfer from Old Dominion.
I wonder if Michigan is going to challenge targeting on this play.
Michigan is taking a timeout to challenge ruling of the field of a fumble.
They're going to challenge whether it's a fumble is what the initial call was.
Let's see. Punched out. It was clearly punched out by Terry Jones.
Well,
right?
it's not even close whether it was a fumble or not.
I thought they might be challenging targeting on the play. See it? Right there, helmet to helmet by Aiden Fisher.
Well, there's no doubt the ball is out. Gene Steratore with us. We saw something similar last week when Michigan had a challenge, and it wasn't even close. I don't know what this one is, Gene.
You know, in relation to the fumble, I don't think there's anything of any significance there at all, Ness. And with Gary, what he's talking about, it's close to me with the head, but I don't think that when number 4 Indiana makes contact, that it's with that 6-inch diameter. Appears to be a little bit to the side of the helmet with the contact to the runner. I don't see a target there either.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, we're looking to see who ends up with the ball is what we're being told.
And we'll get another look. Terry Jones is going to pop the ball out right there. It's out by a mile. And I don't know if that's what they're looking at. They're wasting their time.
No, that was immediate.
After review, the ruling of a fumble recovered by the defense is confirmed. That is Michigan's 3rd and final timeout a half, and they will have no challenges for the remainder of the game.
They did look at targeting, we're told, and cleared that, and then wanted to make sure about the fumble.
I got to say, I'm not against that timeout to try to look at targeting. I mean, you got to help your team here. One more touchdown, this could look like Michigan State when they spotted them 10 and scored 47 straight points.
Right.
That time you're just looking like, can I find anything to get the ball back?
Remember, Michigan has done a nice job in the past couple of weeks of no sacks, no penalties, no turnovers, that type of thing. And that is a turnover, and the fumble recovery was by Mikal Kamara, who has made a major impact on this Indiana defense this year in a lot of ways. And now he sets up the offense again at the 48-yard line of Michigan. Rourke going back to work and going deep on the sideline. Back shoulder throws. There a flag? There is. There'll be a penalty on Makari Page.
So much space when you throw the back shoulder.
Pass interference. Defense, number 7. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. First
when
down.
you're guarding the slot, there's just so much space out here you got to guard. And just at the end, he grabs him. I guess they're calling with his left hand right there.
Yep. Right there.
That's what they called. Should be wearing red gloves. You'd have maybe a chance to get through it.
So first the fumble recovery and a 15-yard pass interference. And Indiana's offense in gear at the 33-yard line. Play action. Rourke throws out in the flat. Got it to his tight end Horton, and Horton still running down inside the 20. First catch of the day for the tight end Zach Horton.
You want to know why you're a well-coached football team? Watch the offensive linemen on this screen here. Watch them come out and get their blocks on the play. Big guys in space, and they both get them this time. On the go. 1, 2, run right behind Kadick's block and Wedding's block. 75 and 56. Well coached and well performed with that offensive line.
Zach Horton to pick up a 15 to get it to the 18-yard line. Back in the red zone, looking for more. This one stopped nicely. Good job defensively by Jayshon Barham. Deficits this season, the only time they were behind all year was down 10 to Michigan State last week, and then won 47-10. They were down a field goal here, and 14 unanswered and looking for more right now before halftime.
This is the part of the field, though, that they will run Curtis Rourke. Run that kind of triple option that he can run it out to the outside.
Here goes the tailback inside the 15, and that's Tyson Lawton. Again, Lawton's going to have to carry most of the load with Ellison in the locker room.
Comes off and it's a read. He can hand it or keep it. Well blocked again up front. Get to the second level.
Michigan out of timeouts. Indiana's got 2, and they've still got 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes to work with. 3rd down and 5. With the blitz coming. Throws, slant, got it. Inside the 5 is Miles Price, and he took a big hit at the 2-yard line.
What a beautifully designed play to the outside. Looks like we got a flag down on it. Wonder if they're going to call pass interference.
For an offensive injury. On the previous play, pass interference. Offense, number 3. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's still 3rd down.
I thought they were going to call targeting.
Yeah, I thought it was at the end of this play. It could have been, but I was had my eyes on the route. They faked the wheel route and came back underneath it. But I think you're right. I thought, boy, this could be anything.
Miles Price, the guy that's down at the 2-yard line.
Here's the pass interference right here, okay? Watch, they fake the wheel and then come back underneath it. Right back underneath is wide open. And then as he gets hit, no, that's a clean hit. That's not going to be called. It's a hard one. But he turns.
That's a shoulder.
Yep, that's a shoulder. Well-designed play, though, wasn't it? I mean, they faked the wheel outside. You try to switch. You're ready to switch. And all of a sudden, he comes back inside.
Indiana still on offense following the penalty. We will be back in 30 seconds. Miles Price being helped to the sideline, gives a thumbs up to the crowd. He thought he had a first and goal catch at the 2-yard line. It was taken away by offensive pass interference, but he's going to head to the sideline and maybe the tent. And the guy that hit both Ellison and Price was Brandon Hillman. 2 big-time hits. Ellison's back, though. His trip to the locker room didn't last very long, so that's good to see. Justice is done. Is not done. From the 29-yard line, 3rd down and 21. Rourke throws complete. Not going to get to the first down. It's Keyshawn Williams again.
Yeah, good smart play by IU. Pick up 8, 9, 10 yards. Get him into field goal range. Make sure that you can finish off this half with a field goal. Try to make it 17-3.
So that's going to bring out Radicic. His long this year is 37. Asked Coach Signetti yesterday, I said, if you really had to have a kick, how long would it be? He said, well, I'm good 45 and in, and maybe I'd let him go 45, but they've scored so many touchdowns, they only have 6 field goals all year. There's only 18 teams in college football that have had 6 or less field goals. This will be a 40-yard attempt. Radicic, he says, I know how to do this, Coach. You just have to let me. Knocks it through.
Yeah, and he's going to go back and say, Coach, that would have been good from 50.
Still no smiles. Would have preferred a touchdown. He'll take the 3. 17-3, IU.
On campus, guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to.
So following the Kamara fumble recovery, Nicholas Radicic finish off a 27-yard drive in 5 plays for Indiana to add 3 more to it. 17-3 right now with 2 minutes 20 seconds remaining in the half.
I was listening all week, and there was some question about how well this Michigan defense is tackling all year. They're tackling great. They're just completing passes against them first.
Right. Not that many yards after catch. It's yards before catch.
Yes.
Jordan Marshall on the return here from Michigan. And another nice return. Coming up on the Geico Halftime Report, Adam, Aaron, Rick, and BJ have highlights and analysis of the best games of the day and break down this first half as well. And, of course, they'll talk about another unbeaten going by the wayside as Miami lost to Georgia Tech today. Here, undefeated Indiana trying to go to 10-0 and a 2-touchdown lead here with 2:14 left. Remember, Michigan's out of timeouts, but they get the 2-minute timeout that's coming up shortly.
And Colston Loveland is back in the game. He's been slot to the top of the screen.
Warren looking left, trying to buy himself some time, and throws complete going the other way. Got it to Kendrick Bell for the first down and a flag.
Kind of a undisciplined hold at the end of that. Guy running away from you, grab him. It's going to cost Michigan 10 yards and the completion.
Holding. Offense, number 56. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. It's still first down.
Let's check in with Jenny.
Well, Michigan wide receiver C.J. Charleston, he exited the x-ray room wearing that brace on his right leg. You see him right there. That's outside the Michigan locker room. He's sitting in the corner right now of the stadium watching the game on crutches and street clothes, guys.
All right, too bad for C.J., and thank you, Jenny. So instead of a first down, is Indiana taking the time?
No, a 2-minute timeout.
No, we hit the 2 minutes. There we go. 2 minutes remaining. Michigan down 2 touchdowns with 2 minutes to go in the half.
Brian Jones's hometown right now. Colorado, more wins than the previous 2 years combined, but no score against Texas Tech until Shedeur Sanders finds LaJohntay Wester for the touchdown to get them within 6. We'll see everybody at halftime as we go back to Bloomington.
All right, Zuck, we'll see you guys in 2 minutes. 17-3 here as we take a look at our Discover Conference update. Indiana and Oregon, the unbeatens on top. Ohio State won today over Purdue. Minnesota dropped one today. And how about UCLA? Win last night.
Yeah,
not
nice
bad.
one.
4-5.
Absolutely. Everybody was counting them into the real tough year, and pretty good, getting better. How does Michigan get out of the half here? IU has 2 timeouts left. They don't want to give them the ball with 45 seconds left.
Well, they'd like to get a first down, but it's 1st and 20. Warren on the run, throws it complete.
I don't think so.
No?
Yep.
Incomplete. Kendrick Bell.
So now, with 2 timeouts left, if they don't pick up the first down here, Indiana's going to get the ball with plenty of time for another drive.
See Bell pinned it against his leg. No good. Second down at 20. Don't have to get all of this on this play, but you probably wanted more than that. Oh, what a lick Samaj Morgan took from Jameer Johnson.
Yeah, I'm surprised right here that IU's not taking a timeout. It's still 3rd and long. They're playing it safe. Did he get him with the hand? Oh, Matt could be targeting too. He saw it. Jameer Johnson lowered his helmet. Looked to me like he got him with the crown.
It's under review for potential targeting.
I don't think we've had one in our game all year, have we, Ness?
Not one that's held up.
Yeah, that one's going to hold up.
Another look, different angle.
Yeah, that's how you can hurt yourself with a tackle like that.
And
one of the 10 transfers starting first-team starters for this IU defense.
Gene Steratore is with us.
Yeah, Ness, that one feels a little more like Jameer Johnson did lead with that 6-inch diameter from the top of his helmet. The receiver has become a runner, in my opinion. He completed the process of the catch, starts turning upfield. He's a runner to me there, but now that contact initiated with the crown of the helmet there, that can rise to the level of targeting. And in my opinion, it feels to me as if he did initiate contact with that crown and drive it into his opponent, as we see right there.
Our replay official is Scott Aronowitz, and he's having a discussion right now with Brian Banks, our referee, who's under the hood.
Kind of hit him in the face mask with it, didn't he?
Yeah, right in the side of the cage, right in the chin.
Kind of a Mike Tyson hit right there.
He's got business next Friday night.
Oh, is it next week?
Next Friday night.
Got it.
And Mr. Banks with the call.
After review, number 9 of the defense targeted player number 0. There's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down. Number 9 is disqualified from further participation in today's ball game.
So the starting
By
corner.
rule, the clock will start on the snap.
He will miss the second half.
He will. The only good news for IU is that he'll be eligible to play the start of the game against Ohio State.
Which is in 2 weeks, right? So sitting out this half is probably a much better situation.
Yeah, like it would happen 2 minutes later in the second half. He would miss the first half of the Ohio State game.
Game clock operator. Please reset the game clock to 1:49. 1:49.
So we're going to put some time back on the clock here. Back to 1:49. And a first down by penalty for Davis Warren of Michigan. No timeouts, though, for them. They work from their 40-yard line. Blitz coming off the edge. in the corner. Warren in trouble, and they don't get to him. He got rid of it. Closest man was Colston Loveland.
Picked up well, as Ness said, coming off the edge right here to the outside, picked up well. Donovan Edwards finds him again for a second time, and just as he tries to get rid of it, he's brought down.
Crowd still booing over the targeting penalty. Samaj Morgan in motion will settle in the slot on the left. On second down and 10. Davis Warren, quick throw into traffic. Loveland broken up by Terry Jones. He's their rover. Yeah. He was roving on number 18.
Squat 5-yard route, and man, did he attack that throw, did he not?
Ooh, flew in there. That's 3rd and 10.
This IU football team has such confidence. The way they're playing, they do not fear this Michigan receiving corps at all. Hard to blame them.
They got the same swagger their coach
they got a 3-play here.
Warren down the middle, too high and complete. But they'll pick up 5 yards on the offsides.
Michigan's weathered the storm with the clock here and picking up that first down on the targeting. Now they can put some points on the board.
Offside. Defense, number 99. In the neutral zone, the snap. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. It's still 3rd down.
James Carpenter is the one that gets the call. There are actually 2 guys that jumped. Carpenter right on the center. And also Kamara on the outside. Both hit the neutral zone. So now 3rd down and 5. Manageable. They got to get it to midfield. Warren in trouble again. And broken up, intended for Loveland. Jalen Walker knocked that one away. It's 4th down.
Looking at trying to get out of the pocket. Now he has to try to find somebody. Goes to his favorite guy, Loveland, to the sideline. But, boy, that is really nice defense right there.
It sure is.
Again, aggressive, confident football team. It's a linebacker matched up on a tough guy right there, Loveland.
So Doman to punt. Deshaun Williams back deep. He's going to let it go, and he's going to make it to the end zone. So IU will bring it out to the 20 with 2 timeouts and 1:20 to work with.
And a 6th-year quarterback.
Next Saturday, 7 Eastern over on CBS Sports Network. Heisman candidate Ashton Jeanty and the 12th-ranked Boise State Broncos battle the San Jose Spartans. Rich Waltz, Robert Turbin, and Amanda Guerra will have the call for you. That should be a good one. You get another look at one of the Heisman candidates. Quarterback comparison today. Well, when things are rolling right for you, you might expect the guy on the left's having the big numbers, and he is. 14 out of 18, 190 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Curtis Rourke probably looking for more right here with 1:20 to work with. Nope, going to be a draw play. Ellison tried to hope to open something up there with the draw, but Rayshon Benny closed the door on him.
Coach Cignetti, 17-3, doesn't want to make a critical mistake right here on his side of the field. You know, if you pop a draw play for 8-12 yards, you go with it. Right now, he said, why make a silly mistake and get Michigan back in the game?
And yet he also told us it's pedal to the metal. It's attack, 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 attack. They're running out of time to attack. They're going to do what Gary said. And Makari Page makes a nice stop on Ellison. Page split through the gap there. Not much of a block attempt by Miles Cross.
Yeah, Miles Cross said, I didn't transfer here to do that. The block was like a scrimmage. You can see that clock winding down.
Because, you know, I played at Ohio, and I had to block there. I'm not blocking here. So, Kurt Cignetti will let the clock wind down. He's going to have a little talk with the side judge. A little extra time there for a little extra lobbying. But his team's got a 2-touchdown lead at home, and they're halfway to being a perfect 10.
Yes, Michigan in the half. 31 plays, 93 yards,
Ooh.
3 yards of play.
And almost nothing with the ground game, right? Wow. And that's what they've hung their head on. And Kurt's with Jenny.
Coach Johnson out with targeting. How big of a loss is he?
Well, anytime you lose a starter, you know, it can be a loss, but we're playing fairly well. We have not maximized our opportunities to distance ourselves. We've had a couple flags go against us, and, you know, we got a 2-score lead going in the locker room. Got to play good in the second half.
You said you want to go pedal to the metal regardless of the score, so how do you finish this one?
We need to execute a little better in some areas and play penalty-free.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, that about sums it up. And it's the end of the first half here in Bloomington. Score: undefeated Indiana 17, Michigan 3. We'll send you over to Adam Zucker in the studio for the Geico halftime report.
All right, now 17-3.
Marshall back deep's had a couple of nice kick returns so far in the game for the Wolverines. Those guys have got to be getting colder, because I think it's getting colder.
It is.
What do you think? That's a whole other story. Marshall's going to bring it from the 3-yard line. Trying to get to the far side, got to the corner, and a nice run back.
Been their most explosive player in the football game.
Yeah, the kicker had to help on the tackle, so pretty good field position for Michigan to start their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, the last couple of returns he went up and hit the crease. This one delivered the shot there at the end, didn't he?
37-yard kick return.
Can't run and no explosive plays.
Not a good combination, but a good spot to start here in the third quarter from the 40. And Mullings will go for about 4 on the first carry. He was in limited action in the first half, but Gary, no rushing yardage. You talked about before the game, you know, could they maul him? Could they play bully ball? And they certainly didn't get away with any of that.
I thought key to the game, more than the Michigan defensive line, was the Michigan offensive line.
Right.
And they have not been able to push this IU defense around at all.
Davis Warren in the shotgun, and Mullins with him. Both backs in there right now. Donovan Edwards gets the call left side. Donovan goes for close to 10.
I thought he had a crease there and he was going to go.
Let's check in with Jenny.
I spoke with Sharon Moore, and he said, well, that wasn't our half, but we have another half to go out there. We need to be physical. We need to play proud in our game out there. I asked about Khalil Mullings and why we're not seeing the playing time we're used to seeing him out there. And he said, well, Donovan Edwards and Ben Hall, they've been practicing better. They've been playing better. So I got to go out there and play the hot hand, guys.
Okay, he's going to try to give Mullings a hot hand here, I think, to start the third. And that's not hot enough. And it's C.J. West, who's had a really nice game from his defensive tackle spot.
He did, but I think it was Mikhail Kamara that got in there first and got the traffic behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see who gets in there. Yes, right inside. Well, look at that. Just getting the penetration on that play.
He's a disruptor.
Yes, he is.
Second down, 11. Right at midfield.
The other thing is the IU secondary is not backing up now. Remember those stop routes that they started the game with? They're knocking them down now. They got to go deep pretty soon.
Mullings trying to weave his way for about 4 more.
You know, an aggressive run there, but a solid tackle. He could not rip through that one-on-one tackle.
Aiden Fisher, another one of those James Madison guys who's a leading tackler coming in.
Think about that. The modern college football, especially IU, 11 starters, 10 of them transfers into IU to be their starting defense. 5 from James Madison University.
Not too bad today on third down conversions for Michigan. 3 for 7, and it's third down and 7. They're going to keep it on the ground. Mullings not going to get there.
Yeah, you got to think with that play, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Aiden Fisher, another tackle.
Trying to catch them on that play, on that third down play into an attacking, try to gash him up front. Let's see what happens. Almost, it looked like they had it, but just the end of the play, Aiden Fisher was able to reach across and make that tackle.
Well, 4th down. Michigan, 10 out of 13 this year on 4th down conversions.
Can they get Loveland involved in this football game here?
He's in tight on the right. Trying to draw him off sides. That's not working.
Well, they're not going to take a timeout, are they? They're just going to... They're going to delay a game and punt it. Can't take a timeout now. You're down 2 touchdowns in the game. You can't waste them. Okay to waste them in the first half, not the second half.
Yeah, they wasted a couple in the first half. Trust me on that.
I thought they'd be going for it. Maybe they got a fake punt that they feel confident in.
And Tommy Dolman's out there.
Well, you're not going to take a penalty and fake it, right? That wouldn't be smart.
Keyshawn Williams is standing back inside the 10-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, the look, Coach Cignetti did not like what he had out there, does not want to make a big mistake. He feels if we don't give it to him, they're not earning it.
So Indiana's going to take the timeouts. With the timeout with 11:13 to go, 3rd quarter. Our game trends are presented by all-electric Cadillac Lyric. Rourke's rocket, boy, almost didn't miss for a while there. Had 9 straight completions, including 2 touchdowns for Curtis Rourke. A lot of different players getting in the act. Gary and I were talking off the air about how he has confidence in all his receivers.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He doesn't care who he's looking at.
Right.
And you could feel that as a receiver, too. You're running your route. You know if you're open, you could get the ball.
So Dolman punts it away. And just clearing everybody out. It's going to take a nice bounce for Michigan inside the 5. Good coverage down there as well. And it was Kalel Mullings, I think, down on the special teams that downed it. It was. It's his best play of the day. Indiana on offense here in the 3rd quarter when we come back. Ohio State and then the old Oaken Bucket to wind things down. Will they be 10-0 when they meet the Buckeyes? We're about 26 minutes away from finding out. Lawton in the backfield in the end zone with Curtis Rourke. They fake it to him. Quick throw, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zeke Berry. There's the first mistake by the Indiana quarterback.
RPO tried to go to Surratt that time, number 13. Zeke Berry squats right on it. Had to be thinking, could Michigan find a turnover? And they sure did, didn't they?
Second interception of the season for Zeke Berry.
Curt Cignetti's playing it safe at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Playing it safe on the punt. All of a sudden, turnover on the 7-8 yard line.
They came in plus 10 of the turnover margin. There's a minus on that play. And golden opportunity for the Michigan offense that hasn't done much, but they don't have far to go here. It's 1st and goal. Benjamin Hall in the backfield with Warren. Just outside the 7-yard line. He gets the call. Backpedals for about a yard. C.J. West the first to make contact.
Cannot really gash him, can they? I mean, that IU defensive line, you know, for years and years and years, Michigan bullied them with that running game against them. This front 4 is not backing up.
And late substitution by the Hoosiers. 2nd and goal. Donovan Edwards back at tailback. Warren has a look to the sideline. The shift on the defensive front for IU. Donovan Edwards trying to weave for a couple of yards. Actually, the pile's still getting pushed. Everybody got into the act there, and he ends up with a good yardage.
I was with you. I thought that was a 1 or 2 yard gain, and it ended up being a successful play. Watch, he gets stopped right about, what, 6 yard line?
Yep.
And then help is on the way.
And he ends up at the 3.
Obviously.
2 down territory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crowd trying to get into it. Alex Orji in now at quarterback. And it's an empty backfield, so it's Orji's to run. Unless he gives it to Bredesen, who's on the move. He'll follow him. Orji to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 4th down. Linnell Carr made the stop.
Totally turned that play in. Watch him turn, go upfield, do his job. Make sure that ball is turned back in where you've got help. Takes on the block, turns it back in, and then it's cleaned up.
Boy, what a nice play.
Yep. He didn't just go for the tackle. He did his job first. Get outside, do containment, and almost a disaster for Michigan on the fumbled snap.
So they're going to go for the field goal here. We thought it was 2 down territory.
Make it a 11-point game. Is that what they're thinking?
Yeah. Dominic Zavada try a 22-yard field goal here. And we got it. So a great opportunity after the interception.
Oh, yeah, that IU defense stood up, didn't they?
Just a 22-yard field goal.
And he spent plenty of time with us. I mean, he kind of held court with us. He kind of said when that TV deal came through, I figured I could go turn this place around. You know, I got money to do it. I got a school that's hungry. I've done it before. Let's give it a try.
And Curtis Rourke and company will come out to the 25-yard line. There's Tito Cesare, the quarterback coach. Now, football is in the blood of that guy.
Yep.
His dad, a college football Hall of Fame coach, West Virginia. His brother, assistant coach for several different teams in the NFL.
And Coach Signetti played at West Virginia, backed up a couple pretty good players, Oliver Luck and Jeff Hostetler.
Yeah, that's pretty good company. 1st down. See how Rourke comes back from that interception. They'll keep it on the ground, and there's one of the best runs of the day for Tyson Lawton. Picked up about 8 before Hausman brought him down.
This is how you go downhill, get the duo right here, double team, and then clear out of it right there. You just run downhill, 2 of it. Good job reaching out to the second thing, and there's cut behind. That's the stretch play. Over and over and over again. You run to the outside leg of the tackle, and then you cut when you see a crease.
Lawton, who had 568 yards for James Madison on the ground last year. He's got a 1st down on the ground this year and in this game for Indiana right there.
Talked about Coach Bob Bostad, one of the retained coaches. Coach Signetti left in this team. That offensive line, his experience that Bob was at Wisconsin. He knew of him, wasn't a friend or anything, right, but he said his reputation was good enough, and I think that was a great decision by Coach.
Not a lot of ground game by either team, but Indiana's got something working on the ground right here. And off the RPO, the throw a little bit behind. Zeke Berry breaks up this throw to Miles Cross.
Yep. Not accurate enough. Those bang-bang plays, Michigan playing man-to-man coverage on it, sticking, Berry stays. I think he knocked that down, didn't he, from behind?
Zeke's had a pretty good game.
Yes, he has.
Including that interception on the previous series.
I had him getting beat for a touchdown, but that wasn't him.
he'll get back to you.
Exactly.
I'll give him your number.
We'll solve him on that one.
2nd down at 10. Michigan, a little movement on their front wall as if they might bring a little heat here. Rourke. Almost another Zeke Berry interception. Fans wanted an interference, but it was a good play.
Yep, that's that slot fade. When you throw it from the slot like that, you got plenty of room to the outside, and Berry mans up on him, continues to move him towards the sideline. Good coverage, right in phase, and gets his hands up.
Well, this would be a huge stop for Michigan if they could force a punt.
Well, yeah, back-to-back plays, and both of them forced. Good plays, back-to-back, knocking down the passes.
Wink Martindale told us, the defensive coordinator, Zeke Berry wants to be great. Last 2 plays he has been. Rourke, safety valve is too far in front of him. They do get a stop.
They do. Holding on Mason Graham up front, too. Graham comes up on one knee and goes, you held me. Obviously will be declined by Michigan.
Holding. Offense number 74. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
Hope we stick with this long enough because he pops up and he knows he's being held. Watch this. Bray Lynch, one-on-one, gets to the outside, gets yanked down, and see, hey, no, can't do that.
Bring the flag. There it comes. So, punting situation, James Evans set to kick away. Samaj Morgan waiting for it on the other end for Michigan. Samaj with a fair catch, taken around the 18-yard line. So first, an interception by Zeke Berry, then back-to-back good plays by Zeke Berry. They forced the punt. Down 11, Michigan's got the ball back on offense when we come back.
Question. If you get into the ACC, and it might pay off.
Well worth the money. Here, Michigan looking for their 6th win of the year and try to pull an upset on unbeaten Indiana.
The job the IU defense is doing on Colton Loveland. 2 catches on the first drive, nothing since.
He's in motion to the top of your screen. Warren's coming back the other way, though, and completes it to Kendrick Bell.
And it's hard to get yards after catch. Michigan does not have much all year. Their longest pass play, 36 yards all air. But you just see it right there. Most of their passes, the receiver standing there catching the ball. You do not produce yards after catch standing there and letting the DBs hit you in the back.
And you see Loveland come out. I'm not sure he'd be not in on every play if I was running things. Klein is in there at tight end. And Bredesen at the fullback, H-back position. 2nd down at 2, as it appears to be, it would be a run play to Donovan Edwards. And it is. And it's no gain. And it's C.J. West again. Man, he's been an anchor in there.
He is. Rotational player, but a starter. And you find him, gets in there and makes the play right there. Playing over the nose tackle. Oh, nice stop. That's what I say. These IU defensive lines, they disguise as well as secondaries. They got a late stunt there right into the run game.
That big fella, Kent State transfer. And now it's 3rd down again for Michigan. They lead Davis Warren in on 3rd down and short this time instead of Alex Orji. That's Loveland, the motion man. Donovan Edwards straight ahead, just about popped it out the backside, but he did get the 1st down. Aiden Fisher, the shoestring tackle.
Yeah, you're right. Those 2 inside linebackers, and one of them had to make the play this time. It was a shoestring, because if Edwards gets into the secondary, he's their home run player. Good dodge of the block that time by Marlon Klein. Got away from Klein just enough to get the tackle.
There wasn't much left back there had he broken that last tackle. 1st down.
When will Michigan go deep? They've been squatting on every throw IU has.
Samaj Morgan in motion. Warren's going to throw it out to him. Wide out screen, but not much blocking there. Couple-yard gain, that's about it. And Jamari Sharp made the tackle.
Obviously, Michigan in this football game only down 11, hanging in. You know, this high-powered IU offense been scoring over 30 points every football game. 17 points, down 11, but they can't find an explosive play.
Now, there's the problem.
Yep.
Passing yards a game, one of the worst. Yards per attempts, 3rd fewest, and that 0 is not a good one.
Yeah, the longest play today, 16 yards.
See if they get something here. They're going to go short to Mullins. Mullins broke 1 tackle, got the 1st down. West got out there from his defensive tackle spot, made the tackle, though.
Yeah, 2-back look, a little different look this time. 2 backs, motion him out, fake it to him, and then throw it to him on the screen. Got the big guys out in front of it, and just enough.
So Mullings not much as a rusher today, but that time as a receiver for the first down. And we're under 4 minutes in the third quarter. Nice mix this drive so far. Still haven't reached midfield, though. Donovan Edwards. Out. He waited and waited and waited for his blockers, and he waited too long. Terry Jones says,
Again, a good, solid defensive player. They get the guys out in front of it, so you just can't get around the edge.
That whole play just looked like it was in slow motion.
Yeah, I mean, you got the one guy on the edge, making sure that he does not get beat easy. Buy time for help inside, and that's what made the play.
Second down, 11. Warren, quick throw, Loveland. And a crosser, short of the first down, but into Indiana territory.
Yeah, Loveland helps with the chip block. This was a delayed call all the way. It was coming to Loveland the whole way. Delay, chip, delay, and get him into the secondary.
Here we go, third down and short again.
Yep.
It'll be Mullings with Warren in the backfield. Gets the call, gets the first down. A little more decisive running for Kalel Mullings.
Yeah, it makes it a 7-play drive. Good defense for Michigan here by holding the Iowa offense on the sideline. When you're making a drive like this, you're not only playing offense, you're playing defense at the same time.
I think you might have said Iowa offense. You meant Indiana.
Yes, Indiana. It's got the I right.
Yeah, you got that part. First down at the 43. Flea flicker coming. Warren loads, fires near sideline, incomplete.
Look at the discipline for IU. Nobody up there doing anything they're not supposed to do. Jamari Sharp right here. He's got man-to-man coverage. Do your job. Before you think it's a run, make sure you're back covering the guy you're supposed to cover. Loveland's double covered back here and then single covered the other way. That's good secondary play.
Tyler Morris didn't have enough room to make that catch. Second down at 10. Mullings trying to weave for some yardage. Got about 4. Aiden Fisher's been in on a lot of tackles, and that's been his MO this year as the leading tackler for this defense for Indiana. Just keep coming up with big third downs, and Michigan on this drive at least been able to convert. The crowd getting louder by the minute as darkness falls over Memorial Stadium. 11th play of the drive. Mullings, nope, not going to get away.
So you could see the IU defense that time. They attacked. They didn't two-gap. They didn't stand up. When you got the blitz coming over the slot from the outside, right here, all of these guys go to their side like that, taking a gap. They don't just grab the guy in front of them. Everybody's moving to their right, and that's what blows up the play. 56-yard field goal.
Dominic Zavada is going to try a deep one. 55 is his long this year. So he's capable. This from 56. Zavada, count it.
Yes.
Big field goal by Dominic Zavada.
And it's a one-possession game for the Michigan Wolverines. Sharon Moore.
Guess they know what they're doing with the field goals.
Dialing it up right. Taking 3 to make it 11 and 3 to make it 8.
Dominic Zavada ties a career high 56-yard field goal. We got a ball game going here in Bloomington.
Subway lunch news $6.99. Went in here to give them a 17-13 lead. If they can win this, and with Iowa State down big at Kansas, the Buffs could be alone in second place in the Big 12 at the end of the day and in control of their destiny, guys.
All right, Zook, thanks. Here, just 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Indiana with a 17-9 lead now, following 44-yard, 12-play drive by Michigan, and Dominic Zavada blasts one from 56 yards to cut the lead to 8. And now Tommy Doman will kick off. Indiana will bring it out to the 25 on their offense. Their first 2 drives this half of 1 play and an interception, 5 plays, 14 yards, and then a punt. Next Saturday at noon Eastern, NWSL playoffs continue a semifinal showdown. Who'll be one step closer to securing this year's title? You can find out on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Curtis Rourke, probably 1 play left here before the end of the third quarter. As you see, he has cooled off from the red-hot start of the first half.
Yeah, it's been good man-to-man defense by Michigan. They're manning up. They're not giving them the zone look unless it's really long yardage, and they're getting their hands on the footballs.
Rourke wants to throw, but he can't. It's going to be sacked. It's 2 sacks today for Michigan, and it brings the third quarter to a close.
Was that TJ guy that came around the outside this time? Number 42. To grab him by the leg? I think it was, yes.
Into 3. John Mellencamp, a big Hoosier backer, is going to take us to break with crumbling down. Will the Hoosiers' unbeaten streak come crumbling down? Fourth quarter will tell us. Stick around. Home Depot, Big Ten on CBS, heads into the fourth quarter here in Bloomington. 53,082 watching at Memorial Stadium to see if Indiana can stay perfect. Sharon Moore try to fire up his sideline to see if Michigan can pull off an upset. And here we go. 15 minutes left.
Great job that Zeke Berry is doing, moving out the corner, playing the Will Johnson spot, bottom of the screen.
Kalon Black in the backfield. He's going to get the throw out in the flat, and Michigan's all over it. Cameron Brandt made the stop as we check in with Jenny.
You guys just mentioned Will Johnson. Remember, he got sidelined at Illinois 3 weeks ago. The specific injury has not been disclosed, but on the sideline, it looked like they were looking at that left big toe. Now, I asked Coach Moore if we're expected to see him. He's not here today. Coach said that he hopes to be back for Nebraska and Ohio State after the bye week, guys.
All right, Jenny, thanks. A loss of on the play of 4. Brings up third down at 21. Gary, that third quarter, IU only had it 1 minute and 43 seconds and only picked up 7 yards. And here in the fourth quarter, they're going backwards again.
CJ Guy again. 2 sacks in 3 plays.
So negative yardage in the third quarter and the beginning of the fourth. Wink Martindale's defense comes up big.
Watch this move up and inside this time. Sets up Wedding. And it comes inside, crashes inside, got helped by Rolder, the linebacker, helping with the stunt. He wasn't just blitzing, he was blitzing to hit the tackle. 7
sacks all season, and now 3 today by Michigan. And here's Evans having to punt.
Great design by Wink Martindale that time.
Savage Morgan waiting on this kick. Wants to just clear everybody out of the way because the punt was
field position. I don't even know if they're going to make a first down with the punt from where they started. They started on the 25-yard line, and they do not. They didn't even make the 35-yard line.
Kicked it out of his own end zone, and it was bad.
So as you said, 7 total yards in the third quarter, and they lose 4 already here. They are second half. The Michigan aggressive man-to-man coverage and pass rush has been the story.
Michigan's good one. Games are close. They're close right now. And after a 26-yard punt, They're close to the Indiana end zone. First down at the 34-yard line. Loveland in motion. Donovan Edwards on a little counter cutback. Edwards almost broke another one. Terry Jones brought him down, but he got 8.
Yeah, you got to run the ball if you're Michigan. It's too high safeties, too deep. They're forcing you to run the ball, and they do. Bring in the tight end. They got 6 against 5 in the box, and they're successful with it.
That was a great cutback run by Edwards. Jones holding on for dear life after an 8-yard pickup. Bredesen in motion. Edwards, first down. Aiden Fisher, another tackle, but not before Edwards got the first down. Indiana looking for their first 10-win season in school history. And the second win against Michigan this century. They've lost 27 of the last 28. And Michigan tried to beat a ranked team and really kind of saved their season. They came in 5-4 and 3-3 as the reigning champions. It hasn't been what Michigan fans had hoped for. It's been everything that Hoosier fans had hoped for, but they don't want this one to slip away. Loveland, complete. Flag down.
Is it roughing the passer or holding on this play?
Personal foul. Hands in the face. Defense, number 95. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
Tyreek Tucker. So they get the gain and the 15.
Yep, on the pass rush. Got his hands up on the pass blocker.
Right there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that thing that qualifies, right?
Choking is not a penalty.
No, but Greg Crippen's going, it's pretty close to choking.
So first and goal. Michigan trying to tie the game up. If they can score and go for 2 from the 9-yard line. They're going to have to get all of this 9 yards away from the goal line. Donovan Edwards, little stutter in the hole, dives forward near the 6. And a little pushing and shoving after the play this time.
So you always think down here in this area of the plus 20 that second down is a good passing down. Give them a little play action, cross those receivers. It's tough for those DBs down here to do their run assignment and pass at the same time.
Well, this is one of the times they don't bring Alex Orji in a goal-to-go situation. Second down and goal. Edwards fighting for yards. Maybe to the 3, right around there anyway. They're riding Donovan Edwards right now.
Well, they're playing Michigan football, right? This is what they do. They trust their running game. They try to mash you.
They change up personnel. Both teams. It's just outside the 3-yard line. Third down and goal. Mullings in now in the backfield.
Third time they've been in the scoring zone. The other 3 times kicking field goals.
Kalel Mullings gets the call, pushing forward, really close, but not in. Fourth down.
Now remember that play call against USC. They brought in number 44, Max Bredesen, ran to the left, did the old isolation play.
The ball might have come out at the bottom, but it's still going to be about the 1-yard line because Mullings covered it. It's actually inside the 1. Holding on for dear life. Here we go.
Bredsen's in there at fullback. Remember, they ran to the left to score.
Play clock. Mullings airborne, touchdown.
Same play they used against USC. number 44, put him at fullback. And they are just going to run and follow right behind him.
That silences the crowd here as Michigan has cut it to 2.
There is Michigan's pointing the flag down, but Michigan is pointing to IU, that the flag is on IU.
There is no foul in the play. The result of the play is a touchdown.
So we'll pick it up.
So what do they got dialed up for their 2-point play now?
Well, I know who I'd be looking for if it was a pass, but
yeah,
he isn't always open.
You should be looking for him too, right?
He's right out there on the left side so far. In the slot now is Colston Loveland, unless they put him in motion.
And they got the 2 tight ends in the H spot on both sides.
And now Donovan Edwards comes out as the extra receiver, so it's an empty backfield and a 2-point conversion to try to tie the game. And now Donovan Edwards on the move. Davis Warren waiting, looking, running out of time. Back foot throw, incomplete. Tipped, was intended for Peyton O'Leary.
They tried to post up Colston Loveland that time. You know, like big guy. It's a basketball school, right? Michigan says, let's post up our big guy inside, and let's see if he's open enough to throw it. He's just going to come right out here and post up. That's where I think the play was designed to go. Let's see if he's open, and should the ball have gone there? No.
Pretty good coverage.
Yep, never got the post up. Loveland went outside, didn't really have it.
So Michigan gets a touchdown, but they fail on the 2-point conversion, and they are still down by 2.
The 3 for me.
Game recap. Keeping it close. 1-yard touchdown run by Kalel Mullings. And here we are in the 4th quarter. This wasn't a game for a long time, but Indiana's offense in the second half, minus 2 yards so far.
And the Michigan defense have been aggressive, playing man-to-man. Their pass rush is working. But I've always talked about this. To win a championship or get yourself in a position to win a championship, there's going to be a couple games where you're going to get under pressure,
right,
where you have to play clutch football. IU, do they have enough experience to do this? Being in this position twice this season against Northwestern and Maryland, they entered the 4th quarter down 7 and they pulled away. So far, no pull away.
Remember, though, they are used to beating people by 33 points a game. Right. So this is a different spot. If we take a look at our Modelo game changer, TJ Guy, in that last couple series.
Yep,
became the man.
One of them he did on his own. The second one was a good scheme by this Michigan defense, blocking his guy and letting him come inside for the sack.
So an unfamiliar position for Indiana. Tight game. 9.5 to go. They'll keep it on the ground to Ellison. Justice Ellison, only a couple-yard gain.
Yeah, big Kenneth Grant that time. Remember how they played him. We were noticing through the game that Grant and Mason Graham were not in there all the time. Well, they've got him in there now. Okay, 4th quarter, they asked him, I saw the interview with him, you played a lot of snaps. You played more in 10 games than you did in all 15. He said, we got to win. When they call on me, I'll be ready.
2nd down and 8. Michigan looked like they were going to bring the blitz. They do on a delay. Throw to the sideline, back shoulders all the way to the coaching staff.
I'll tell you, Jay Sean Barham that time, again, with that linebacker blitz, he has been effective the last 5 games with this blitz from the linebacker position. Watch number 1 right here. Get in there and crease and get right into the face of Curtis Rourke. Runs right through the block, and you can feel it as you're throwing the ball. No way you can complete that one.
So now 3rd down and 8. The crowd is quieted. Michigan looking to get another stop. Indiana doesn't have a 3rd down conversion this half. Rourke, quick throw, complete, 1st down. And it's Keyshawn Williams again.
Yeah, you could see the open bubble to throw to that time. This is where you got the space right here. Go out, stop, and then not quite the perfect tackle.
Back to the ground. Ellison dropped for a couple-yard loss, and it's TJ Guy. That guy
He's
again.
having a great second half.
55 on the spot.
TJ is senior, 6'4", 250. Notre Dame, their last win by trailing by more than 8. They were down 8, went for 2. 8 minutes left, 2 timeouts remaining for Indiana, 3 for Michigan. Pump fake, pump and go. Oh, what a perfect throw, and he didn't catch it. Surratt dropped it.
And that's what I'm talking about, the pressure in a football game now, okay? You haven't been here before. Who will make the clutch plays? We've seen this over and over in our years doing games, teams that win championship. It's never all easy all year. Going to have a couple of these where you make the clutch play and you win the game. Perfect throw.
Yep. Not a perfect catch. So that's 3rd down and 11. Everything was going smoothly for Curtis Rourke in the first half. Not so much second half. Needs one here to stay on the field. 3rd and 11. Pocket collapsing again. Got away, but not in the end. Goes down, Jayshawn Barham.
Well, Mason Graham was in there from the outside. The running back did not get the edge at all. No one gets the edge to this side. I think it was Lawton. Did not get the clean block outside. That was a problem, and it collapsed.
Barham's a guy we highlighted on defense because the last few weeks seeing him play, he's been coming on strong, and a loss of 14. It's 4th and 25.
Feels like Wink Martindale is so comfortable attacking the quarterback and playing man, doesn't he?
Yeah. James Evans punt. They're just going to let it bounce. Oh, that went way too many yards. Finally scooped up at the end by Samaj Morgan, and then he's dropped. He let that go about 10 yards too far. But good coverage by the punt team. Here's what could have been a first down, but not. And then what could have been became another sack by the Michigan defense. Wolverines on offense, down 2 when we come back. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell, Gene Steratore with you in Bloomington. A little over 7 minutes to go. Don't forget, before we're done, it's the play of the game presented by Jersey Mike Subs. And who's that going to belong to? We still had a lot of time to figure that out. Davis Warren and the Michigan offense back out there, trailing only by 2. They have all their timeouts remaining. 7:09 to play with. Donovan Edwards in the backfield behind Warren from the 27-yard line. Gets the carry and loses. Now we got back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, that pinching defense, I think it was Mikhail Kamara again. Inside Carpenter, making the pile inside. Coming down from the edge, Carpenter makes the play. Wow, these guys up tough. They're tough. This is good defense, both sides in this half.
Yep. Indiana has minus yardage in this half. Michigan's put together enough to get a couple of field goals. Now a field goal would win it with 6.5 to play in regulation. They fake it to Mullings. Warren throws back to Mullings, and he's going to get dropped for a loss again. Jalen Walker, man, that guy's been all over the field.
And they had to put 2 players on Kamara that time, number 6. So that means you got an extra guy in the secondary to help out and coverage, and your linebacker right there, one-on-one. But look at this, you got to put an extra guy on him to help. First it was Klein, and then Bredesen.
3rd down and 11. Three receivers to Warren's right. Down the middle, high, incomplete.
Had him.
Kendrick Bell was there.
Yep, that's one that Davis Warren would love to have back. Decent job of protection. pushing Kamara past. He's able to step up into it. He had a free throw that time. You don't get it much better than that, and it just sailed on him. Look at, he's got him. That's as easy as you can get for a quarterback in the Big Ten right there.
Instead, a punt coming up from Tommy Doman. Williams runs up on it, makes a great cut. Trying to get to the far side. Still on his feet inside the 40-yard line. Keyshawn Williams, who's made big plays as a receiver. No play bigger than that one.
So aggressive going for the short kick on this one. Watch, he's deep. He probably runs 20 yards up to catch it on the run. He's going to come way up to here to even catch it. And he hits it full speed.
Only a 34-yard punt, and that's why, as Gary said, you catch it on the fly and you take it back 21 the other way.
Yeah, watch how aggressive on the run, and then he beats the coverage with his aggressiveness.
Indiana with a slim lead, but good field position inside the Michigan 40.
The $7 Lux.
If you didn't see it, Georgia Tech, biggest win of Brent Key's coaching career in Atlanta as they pick off Miami. And now we're down to 4 unbeatens, Indiana being one of them. And here they are, best starting field position of the day with 5:20 to play in a 2-point lead. Michigan's defense swarming there on Lawton, and maybe got a foot out of that. As there's the remaining undefeated teams. Oregon playing Maryland tonight at home. Indiana in this one. BYU 8-0, and Army for the first time in a long time 9-0.
As Jenny asked Coach Signetti about pedal to the metal, right now here's the huge difference between a touchdown and settling for a field goal. They need a first down for a field goal, but you got to be thinking touchdown and put this game away.
Remember Radicic, their field goal kicker, hit from 40 earlier, which was his season long. Rourke, slant, complete. Keyshawn Williams, first down.
So let's see how aggressive now IU continues to be. They've had trouble protecting the passer on long throws. When they've been 3rd and long, it seems like the slants have been working. They don't want to settle for a field goal here. They cannot play this safe.
Michigan fans came here hoping for an upset. Minus 1 yard offense in this half, even though that was a first down throw.
Well, they've not been able to run in the second half. Who's on the bottom of that one?
Might have been Houseman, their leading tackler, inside linebacker, as they unpile people. He's in on it somewhere. And that expression hasn't changed much all day. Letting the clock wind down, though. No tempo involved in this one. You can see the line to gain for their field goal kicker that is, in our opinion, having hit from 40 earlier. Justice Ellison back in at tailback. And he gets the draw play. Ellison tripped up by Barham.
Yeah, the delayed draw. We saw this. Oregon used this effectively in past games. Look for the pass, delayed draw, get downfield. And Barham was fortunate to get on that leg that time.
Yep. And he's down, as a matter of fact. Either banged up or just plain tired. Another look at the play.
Yeah, he defeats the block on the play just enough to get on it. Kadick had him enough, just held that block a half second longer, and he would have had a big running play. But Barham has had a good second half of the season, if you ask me. The games I've been doing, he's been in the middle of everything.
CBS Friday, Fire Country turns up the heat with action, small town drama, and a story of redemption. Don't miss TV's hottest show, Fire Country. New CBS Friday and streaming on Paramount Plus. Well, it's getting hot in here, even though it's getting cooler outside, but this game has heated up with 3 minutes remaining. 3rd down and 6. Radicic cooling himself off on the sideline. Without a 10-win season, here's the grouping. Indiana being one of those. They got an opportunity. 3 minutes more, clinging to a 2-point lead.
You got plenty of time to take time off the clock if they want to. No hurry here if you're IU.
Rourke looking to throw on 3rd down. Back shoulder's perfect. No, he dropped it. Elijah Surratt, that's the second one this half that he had his hands on.
Yep, perfect throw. Back Hill. Tyre Hill man-to-man right in his hands, cannot survive. He had it. You said he caught it, but he did not survive it.
AT&T pylon cam will show you he had the grab, but he didn't have the ball when he hit the sideline. The throw was perfect.
Remember, they snapped that ball with like 20-some seconds on the clock.
So Nicholas Radicic coming in, hit one earlier from 40. This one will be 41, and that would be his season long. To try to give IU a 5-point lead. Kick on the way, right dead center. 2 big kicks by a guy that doesn't kick many. Is that going to be enough, though? Sharon Moore and Michigan still have something to say about it.
Michigan's got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. They can call anything they want.
20-15. This stadium has never seen a 9-0 team. And hoping for a 10-0 team. Last top 10 road win when unranked. Michigan did it in 1963 against Illinois. Now they get a chance in 2024, 61 years to the day later, to try to do it to 8th-ranked Indiana.
It's a long time.
It's a long time.
That's right. But they got a chance, right? I mean, you know, IU scoring in the 40s against everybody all year. In this game, this defense for Michigan, giving the offense a chance. Timeouts, obviously 4 downs if they want it.
Jordan Marshall on the kick return, only got out to the 20. So they're 80 yards away, and they need a touchdown.
I think if IU holds into this game, I think that punt return is going to be the key play of the game for IU. Because that punt return got him into field goal range.
That was Keyshawn Williams, even though he made some big catches. I mentioned at the time that might have been his biggest play. But a lot of football to go. 2-minute timeout and 3 timeouts for the Wolverines. Loveland in motion to the top of your screen. Davis Warren, quick throw to the outside. Peyton O'Leary, and he says he caught it. The corner is saying he trapped it.
Or is he wanting him to snap it fast because he knows he trapped it?
Ooh, I think he might have caught it. I think he got his fingers underneath it. At any rate, here we go. Warren throws to the outside, complete. Tyler Morris, first down.
Smart play by O'Leary, getting that ball in there fast and forcing a quick decision by the replay official.
Not only did they get another play out of it, they got another first down out of it.
Yep.
And we worked our way to the 2-minute timeout. Gonna have a heck of a finish. 2 minutes left. Michigan trying to pull an upset on the road. Indiana trying to hold on to 10-0. Tips under and tipped it to himself, and
double caught it.
That's what he did. Tipped it and caught it, and it was a big play. That started this drive. And now first down. Indiana trying to get to 10 wins for the first time. Trying to beat Michigan for only the second time in 29 years. And Michigan looking for a ranked win. That's all coming up in the next 2 minutes. Colston Loveland in motion to the top from the 33-yard line. Davis Warren. Pressure coming. Just got rid of it. And too high and incomplete intended for O'Leary. 2nd and 10.
Boy, the edge rushers again coming out right around the outside. Carr, watch him just beat Evan Link off the line of scrimmage. That's been a weak part for this Michigan football team, that right tackle spot.
Warren, pressure coming again. Wants to throw back across his body, incomplete. Loveland, the intended receiver. It's 3rd down.
So that time Carr dropped. They had 3 men to that side. He drops and the pressure comes from the other direction. Well, now Carr, watch. He's right here. He'll drop and then the pressure comes over here. 3-man rush with pressure.
Crowd as loud as they've been all day. We started with sunshine. We're into darkness. And they're on their feet for the IU defense. 3rd down and 10. Warren. Deep ball. Samaj Morgan couldn't handle it. Terry Jones broke it up.
Boy, I really thought that Michigan was going to get called for holding that time, but one-on-one to the outside, good coverage. Ball was in position from the slot position. Oh, wow, look at Terry Jones was right into the face of Morgan. He turns around and looks at the referee to make sure it's not called pass interference.
Well, yeah, I think he got face masked by Samaj Morgan. Here's the ball game for Michigan. 4th and 10.
4-man rush has been enough. Is it going to be more? 4.
Warren throws complete. O'Leary doesn't get there.
Does not.
Short by a yard. The Michigan player is pointing first down, but his knee hit down.
He did.
A yard shot.
Had a good stunt that time. A 4-man rush with the stunt from the outside. Going to come across, catch it. Great effort to get the first down. Knew where he was, but he could not reach far enough. Remember, Michigan has 3 timeouts left. They could get the ball back.
Aiden Fisher with another tackle, number 4. That one just enough.
You love the aggressiveness and the pass rush for IU that time. They did all kind of stunts up front. We talked about that early. They disguised their fronts as well as anybody in college football. .135 now for Indiana. Michigan 3 timeouts left. Pass on Lawton in the backfield with Rourke. He'll get the handle. Broke 1 tackle and broke another and almost sprung that free. Probably good for IU if they don't get the first down because it'll be Sark second and very short. Nice aggressive run running through 2-3 tackles on the play. Michigan has battled back from being down 17-6. Michigan not taking a timeout, feeling the second and short. Feels like they're almost conceding the first down here. A minute to go, 3 timeouts. When are you going to use them? There's one. But yeah, he had to take it. Boy, what was that? That cost him almost 30 seconds to decide on that play. That's not good game management. $53,000 screaming their lungs out here at Memorial Stadium. I think Sharon Moore was thinking on second and short. He wanted him to go up and concede the first down, but IU was just going to bleed the clock as long as they could. From 40 seconds, that's down to 13. Right? That's like gold. That's just precious gold ticking away. In fact, it's in gold in your play clock.
So 54 seconds.
Cost Michigan 28 seconds. Sometimes you're better off not making the first down on first down. Now if they make it, they're in total control.
They put 2 seconds back on to 57. 2 timeouts for each team. Indiana 5-point lead. Kept by Rourke in a slide at the 30. They waited the whole game to pull that one out.
You knew he always could do it. We thought he might do it inside the 20, but with the game on the line, does it for the first down, and now the count will go down way low if Michigan even has a chance to get the ball back. Seems like the winning play of the game right there.
Yep.
Otherwise, the other side of it, it was the first down run that was huge too.
And Davis Warren on the other side with the other quarterback reaction, knowing that that's probably going to do it. And now the coach one last chat here with his offense.
One timeout left. Game's over. Just take a knee.
Well, Indiana has been running away with most games, averaging almost 47 points a game to 14 for their opposition.
This helps them, though. Winning a game like this, pressure on, right?
Yeah, you know, a wise coach once said, much like a quarterback, you don't know what kind of team you have. It's like a tea bag. You don't know what you have till you put it in hot water. Indiana got put in hot water by Michigan today, and it's going to be sweet tea when this one's over, because there'll be a perfect 10 for the first time ever. One more knee, and that guy can put his shirt on. And the chance of Hoosier Daddy from the crowd here.
I tell you, a big salute to this Michigan defense.
Yes.
Second half. They played maybe their best half of football. Settling down, playing man. I thought Zeke Berry was tremendous in the second half. TJ guy, but Indiana survives it.
History made on that kneel down. Indiana is 10-0. Let the fireworks begin. Kurt Cegnetti has turned a moribund program of football around completely, and still they have not lost a game this year. Haven't had a scene like this here ever. It's like the 4th of July. Happy coach and quarterback with Jenny Dell.
Hey, Coach, take a look around for a moment. Is this what you envisioned when you took this job?
Oh, yeah. I knew that winning could make, but this is over the top. No doubt about it. And, you know what's great about it is we have an off day tomorrow because we're open this week. But look, not pretty at all. Gutty, defense, awesome job. Bending, not breaking. The special teams play again, huge in that game, and found a way. So not much style points. We had some guys knocked out. I give Michigan credit. They played physical. They played the whole game. And what are we, 10-0?
You are 10-0 for the first time in program history, Coach.
Not bad.
50,000 fans have been rocking this all game long. It's now yours to celebrate with. Congratulations, Coach. Curtis, come over here. First of all, congratulations. When you first transferred in, and if I told you you'd be 10-0, would you have believed me?
You know, it's definitely a great feat to have, and you know, when I got to know the guys and the staff and what we had going, I was like, we got a chance to do something special, and you know, just taking 1 week at a time, and I'm just really happy where we're at right now.
What is the ceiling for this team?
Just that we have each other's backs. I mean, our defense played a hell of a game today. They played their hearts out. We struggled in the second half to score points, but they were there to make their stops of their own, and that's what we did. We just, if we need help, both sides of the ball is going to help out. So,
congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Undefeated.